Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip, and I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday, June 24th. I have a quick video on what to do if you've received a PPP or EIDL loan and have to close your business. And the second part of this video is something that we've been working hard on for the past month to help all small businesses, as many as possible, stay in business. That's our supportcovidrecovery.com initiative and how to get support from people near you who want to support small businesses and who want to help you stay in business. But first, I'm going to talk about the what ifs here. So the reason for this is this article came out today in CNBC. There's been a lot of surveys over the past couple months. What percentage of small businesses are going to close? There are millions of small businesses around the country, as you know, and these are the backbone of our economy and our communities. And this latest survey here shows that nearly a quarter of small businesses are considering closing permanently due to COVID-19. Another survey from a few weeks ago showed that half of small businesses were concerned about their ability to stay in business. So they were running out of funds and thinking about what can they do to stay afloat. And that's a reason why so many millions of businesses have taken PPP or EIDL loans. The fact of the matter is, many are still going to struggle, especially now with infections still rising. We're hitting record days. Today was the second highest daily count since the pandemic started in the US. And unemployment still goes up. Thursday is when the Department of Labor releases their statistics from the previous week. And I haven't seen them yet this morning, but I'm sure it will be over 1 million. And if that's the case, it will be the 14th straight week with over 1 million unemployment applications. So bottom line, there's cause for concern, and I'm going to talk about what to do if you have to default or you can't pay either your PPP loans or your EIDL loans. Now, hopefully, you can get your PPP loans forgiven, right? So the bigger story is the EIDL loans because there isn't a forgiveness mechanism for these EIDL loans, and many of you watching this channel have taken those loans. Would love to hear if these things are on your mind. Please leave a comment, and thanks so much again, as always, for your support and subscribing. It's been a huge resource to other businesses when you share this information because we're getting this all the time. People have the same exact questions, and they're looking for answers and support. So let me dive in here, spend 2 minutes on this, then talk about the business support we are doing. Okay, millions of small businesses have gotten federal aid to help weather the recession. Here's the silver lining. PPP loans and disaster loans smaller than $25,000 have relatively favorable terms for borrowers, according to experts. And in the event of bankruptcy, those loans can generally be discharged. Okay, so under $25,000, you don't really have to worry. And as I mentioned, many of you, and I've done this in a previous video last week, will be able to get your PPP loan fully forgiven. All of this being said, there are important caveats, especially for larger loans made through the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. So here we go, loan defaults. All PPP and EIDL loans up to $25,000 don't require collateral or personal guarantees, and that's why these are easier to discharge. So in the event a borrower cannot repay the loan and defaults, the lender generally would not be able to seize business or personal assets. However, the creditor, in this case the federal government, may report the business to the credit scoring companies, which could adversely affect the ability to borrow again and increase the interest rate on any future debt, right? But the picture is murkier for EIDL loans that exceed $25,000. Here we go. Any assets that remain in the business, such as warehouse inventory, receivables, and equipment like machinery or trucks, could be seized by the SBA to cover an entrepreneur's outstanding debt. In addition, disaster loans exceeding $200,000 require a personal guarantee. That means the lender can also go after the business owner's personal assets. Many of you have taken less than $200,000 for EIDL loans because they have capped at $150,000 in the last couple months. If you were able to get an EIDL loan before they made that switch, you may have a larger amount. Obviously, going after your personal assets, such as cars, bank accounts, investments, and personal tax refunds, is a much scarier proposition. But for many of you, that's not a scenario, but just to keep in mind. And obviously you want to understand the downside risk, especially if you haven't applied or you're wondering, okay, what are your options right now? So one idea is to seek bankruptcy protection. You can file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy under the Small Business Reorganization Act, which allows, quote, small businesses a really fast and unbureaucratic reorganization while they're in bankruptcy protection. So you can learn more about that. Just wanted to give you a few scenarios and some of the limits for both the PPP and EIDL loans if you cannot pay them back, and in the case of the PPP, you are unable to get it forgiven. But here's the main point. Our mission is to support 1 million small businesses not only reopen safely, but also get support from people in their community. Everyone around you wants to support jobs. They want to support small businesses. They want to support healthy reopenings. These are our communities. These are our main streets. So everyone can get behind that. One thing we've done with supportcovidrecovery.com is allowed thousands so far via invite, and now this is finally publicly available, to list their businesses, their independent work, their sole proprietorships, so many types of businesses. I'm just going to show you a few here. This is in the Atlanta region. People can put up homeless transitional housing organization. So we have NGOs, we have home cleaning systems, we have medical offices, eye care, restaurants, real estate folks. We have over 40 regions. You can choose which region you want to go to. And you can see cafes and show your support. You can learn about the business. In this case, it's the Sultan Cafe. They're a Lebanese Mediterranean restaurant that is family run for the past 16 years. Our sales are down 80%. We thank you for all the support. God bless you and your family. Please be safe. And they list specifically, and they're updating these daily, their COVID-19 status. They're partially open. You can visit them in person, but masks are required and social distancing measures are in place. And you can like this business. The business gets an email that says they have a new supporter, and it's showing up here. And we feature businesses with the most support on a weekly basis through our emails and through our partners. So it really does mean a lot. We are going to add in the option to donate as well. But the whole point is we want these businesses to be exposed to consumers like you who are wondering, hey, who can we support? What can we do? Hugs Not Drugs, a social worker out of Nashville. You can support them and basically learn a little bit about the businesses. Go to their website, give them a call, send them an email. This means so much for folks. Dog services, here we go. Also in Nashville, you can check out their website, email them, and show your support. Okay, it's so important to do, and you just go around and look at the regions. It's so empowering to see these businesses that have decided to be proactive and take initiative. There's Google and Yelp, but those things don't allow you to customize too much, especially share a new mission statement specific to the time that we are in, as well as specifically list out your COVID-19 related status. So that's why we built this, so companies can control what they're putting out there to the public, and so they can find more people that are like-minded, that want to support their business and want to support our communities. That's the most important thing. If you have any feedback for this page, you can always email us, hello@helloskip.com. We would love to hear. We will also be adding a link in here to provide feedback. We want to hear from you, especially for missing regions. Again, there's acupuncturists, mechanics, chiropractics, all of these businesses that need your support. And they just want to know that, hey, when they do reopen fully, and when you do come back, do they have the support of the community? So many people are trying to decide, like you, hey, is it worth reopening? And if we're able to tell people, yes, we value you as a business, we value what you're doing, then they may decide, great, I'm going to work hard to reopen safely, and I appreciate all the support from my community. It means so much, and I want to thank everyone again who's listed. If you haven't listed yet, we have done a lot of invite only, but you can go to helloskip.com/VIP-invite and create a free listing. It takes a couple minutes. I'm going to leave a link in the description on how to create a free business listing. I encourage you to create a listing. We are going to be featuring more and more businesses this week, next week, and we're going to be emailing our user base on Friday, so please create a listing before then because they'll have a chance to see who you are, and some of our partners will be sharing listings next week. Thanks again for your support. As always, leave a comment, and most importantly, stay safe and stay well. Take care.